On today's episode of Sexted,
William's getting ready for a big birthday bash. We've got some dilemmas that are a bit close to home.
I just about managed to crack the code.
It's like our very own Miss Marple.
Sherlock Homo. What should you do if you're more upmarket than your brother?
And how do you tell your friend you're sick of always going to the same old restaurant?
Hear all of that and more on today's episode of Help I Sexted My Boss.
Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas. Like, what do you do if you're worried you'll never get the D again? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Should you be allowed to have a big birthday party, whatever age you turn? And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not, Jordan North. I'm more badass, you're more badassma. I wrote that.
Did you?
Ben texted me going, we need a I'm more, you're more. And I sort of slightly apologetically wrote that, thinking, well, we'll never go for that. And he went, yeah, we can do that just to see the reaction.
That's terrible.
It is
You're
terrible.
not badass. And my asthma's not that bad.
So hang on, that's the one that you took us through.
You are many things, but you're not badass.
Am I not?
No.
But I think as I enter my 36th year on the planet, I'm going to be badass.
You're not.
It's my new identity.
Talk about it in a minute.
I'm going to be the new Deadpool.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
You could be Wolverine. Yes. Deadpool and Wolverine, that is us. I look a bit like Ryan Reynolds, I've been told. And you're sort of slightly Hugh Jackman-esque. Interpret that how you wish. So, the look.
We are, as you can tell, we are producerless today.
Gen Zer in charge.
No, so our two producers are pissed off, basically.
Well, Stu
haven't
is still on holiday.
they? Yeah, and Ben's gone on holiday as well.
Yeah, but to be fair, when we asked to move this date, Ben went, well, yes, but I'm off that day. So we were like, it's fine.
Oh.
And we've got Izzy and Adam looking after us.
And Leanne down the line.
Yes, Leanne is down the line. Yes,
Leanne's
Mum
down
is
the
down the line.
Mummy.
And we decided to start this episode hiding from you.
Yes.
It was a new approach to a podcast to a visualized podcast in that we turn off all the lights and just not say anything. Trying something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't work.
No,
I turned the light on. So it didn't really...
Look, the three of us had fun.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That is all that
It
matters.
didn't really work, did it?
Do you want a drink?
Yes, please. Happy birthday.
Oh, I wish. Oh, you shouldn't have
So
said.
at the time of going out, it's William's 35th birthday, 35 years.
I know, and there are people
God,
listening
you can tell
to...
it's your birthday. Bloody hell, it's up to the rim, that.
That's the drink. People are listening to this going, he's only 35.
I know. Remember when we met, I thought you were 40.
Yes, I'm aging backwards. Right, there we go. Now, we're not going to toast me, because that means I won't be able to have a drink. We're going to toast our lovely Mass, who's part of the production team, who, since we last recorded an episode, has got married to Jacob.
Oh.
So, Mass and Jacob, this is to you.
Congratulations and a happy birthday to you, William Hanson, as well. Happy
Oh, I've already drunk. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
No.
Nice. Before we talk more about my birthday, we've been sent in some lovely gifts. I've already actually had a look because I didn't know what they were.
Oh, okay.
Gave me something to do. But be prepared to have your mind blown. Be prepared to have your mind blown.
Is this for birthday gifts?
No, it's not birthday gifts. It's just coincidental. We should thank Miss Rachel Goulding from Wigan.
Any relation to Ellie?
Potentially. There's a whole letter which I will respond to in the fullness of time. But inspired by our musings, Rachel has created a Campman doll.
That's so fantastic.
With tufty hair and a rainbow
She's
cape.
knitted that.
Crocheted, yes.
What's the difference?
Thicker, I think.
Is that what Tom Daly does?
Yes, I think so.
Look at that. Sprinkle, sparkle, spunk. Campman, yeah.
Oh, I'm straddling your muff.
Yes, Campman.
First time for everything.
Look at that. I'm Campman.
You can take me home and play with me.
Oh, silly me. I'm Campman.
Well, Jordan, you haven't seen anything yet
Oh, wow.
because
What the...
this is meant to be you.
I look like Zach Dingle.
You've got a little hairy chest,
Oh, wow.
and you're an arseless chaps. There's a little crocheted bum.
I can't cope. Why have I got arseless chaps?
Because I think you said Campman's sidekick would be an arseless chap.
Is my beard really that's amazing. Look at that. It's William and Jordan, Campman.
It's the new Rosie and Jim.
Oh, what a say. What is that? Oh, no, that was Ben. Wait there.
No, that's Diego.
Campman. Hey, what's that on your ass?
Excuse me, could you just be careful?
Is that a... Oh, yeah. Sprinkle, sparkle, spunks. Yeah. Woo, yeah. Campman. Woo, yeah, Campman. Oh, yeah. Count on that. Campman.
I'm not even going to describe for listeners that are not...
Campman. Right, okay, that was weird. That was very weird.
Can I just suggest you show that clip to your therapist?
Show me on this doll way. No, oh, they're amazing. Look at them. Wow.
Thank you very much, Rachel. We love those.
That's
Okay,
me
now
and
they're
you. That's
kissing.
weird. That's
That is
weird.
very odd.
Ooh, yeah. Come
Oh, I can't even.
Come on. I'm 34 years old and I'm doing sex positions with dolls.
I can't. Can I have the dolls
Of course
back?
you can. Look at his little bum hanging out.
Yes.
You've got to check that out on socials. That was great.
Right, I'm going to separate Doll, William and Jordan.
Sparkle, spunk.
Let's put them behind.
Hey, because it's your birthday,
Yes.
couple of questions.
Okay.
What has been the proudest moment of your 35th year on the planet so far?
Well, I should probably say getting married to Mikey.
Ah,
That was very nice, a couple of years ago now. Coming up to our 2-year anniversary.
was it really the best day of your life, like what they say? Is that just like, when they say you have kids? Is it really?
It was lovely.
Okay.
Yes. It was very nice. Very happy. You have all your friends in one room and your family, and you're getting married to the love of your life, and it's actually quite nice.
Aw.
And also, I don't know if I have talked about this, but what I wanted with a wedding, and I love all the weddings I've been to. Gosh, loved every minute. But most weddings go on far too long. And what I wanted, and what people don't tell the couple that have got married, is that most of us start looking at our watches going, when
That's
can we
not
go?
true.
What I wanted with our wedding was for guests to say, as indeed most guests have said afterwards, I wish it could have gone on a bit longer. Not, secretly, oh, thank God that was over. So I'm glad I did short and sweet, quality, not quantity.
Okay.
So I'm very glad of that. Also publishing our Sunday Times bestselling book.
Yeah, that
was a big moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, Just Good Manners comes out in a couple of weeks, and I'm hoping that potentially does well.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed. You can pre-order now across all formats. So that would be nice.
Anything else?
Well, but we bought... I don't know.
Podcast in general?
Yeah, well, the podcast... Well, yeah, but that started when I was 27?
God, how...
Yeah, 28? 28.
28.
So, yes, the success... We've done Diva España. We've done the... Playing the Palladium.
Yes.
Playing the Palladium twice was amazing. Although, can we talk about this?
Be happy. Be honest.
Yeah.
What was the proudest moment of your life? The wedding or the Palladium, if you had to choose? Gun to your head. 5, 4,
Wedding.
3, 2... Bollocks. Load of bollocks. I don't believe that for a minute.
I don't know if we talked about this, but the Palladium, which I only discovered, thank God, after one of the 2 performances, like most theatres in London, but the Palladium is particularly rife, apparently, absolutely infested with mice.
Shut up.
Infested.
It was so clean compared to some of the places.
Oh, completely. I mean, it would have to be.
But there is a Five Guys next door. So that
Yeah,
could
no,
explain.
famously. But...
Were you annoyed with that comment?
No,
Mike?
well, I thought it was very funny. But lots of people on the team saw quite a few.
Did they?
And knew, don't say anything.
Really?
And
Did he run over people's legs and stuff? In
in fact, at the time of recording, I'm going to the Palladium tonight to watch Hello Dolly, so pray for me.
Are you watching that tonight with
Yes.
Imelda Staunton?
Staunton,
Yeah.
yes.
What's the premise of that?
I don't know, do you know, I've only got 15 minutes through the Barbara Streisand film. I know, am I even gay?
Do you think it might overtake Mary Poppins as your favourite play?
I doubt it.
Okay.
If she's on wires at the end, potentially, but I don't think she is.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your 35 years?
12 o'clock is a guide, not a rule.
For drinking?
For recording times. No, I was... I'm joking.
I was on this morning.
Yes, no wonder we're going to be... I also loved it in the group. We all commented, well, to each other, not in the group. You went, oh, sorry, guys, I'm probably not going to be there for 12:30. I'll be there for 1. It's like, fantastic. It was 12 o'clock you're actually meant to be here.
I told you last week I was doing this morning.
Oh, were you? Isn't it odd that this morning's still called this morning afternoon? Have you ever thought about that?
Well, they're going to say this afternoon.
Well, they could.
Yeah, it's only till 12:30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they stop saying you're watching this morning? Or
No.
do they just go, welcome back?
It is. Welcome back to this morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, what's the biggest lesson I've learned? Ooh. Sometimes you've got to stand up for what's right.
Oh, okay.
I think is a lesson I've learned fairly recently. And I think, yeah,
Okay.
that's probably the biggest. How about you? I know it's not your birthday, but have you learned any big lessons?
It's the old never judge a book by its cover. If you'd have said to me 15 years ago we'd be friends, I'd have been like, nah. And look at us now.
Look at us now.
I know.
In crochet form.
I know.
In crochet form, rimming each other.
What do you want to do before you're 40? God, do you remember when we said we'd get married at 40 if we were still single?
Well, I mean, look, if Mike and my relationship takes a turn, Jordan, you're not married, so, pucker up.
Yeah.
Straight in, no kissing.
Straight in, no kissing. What do you want to do before you're 40?
Well, I have...
Skydive?
Absolutely not.
Bungee jump?
But no.
A weekend in Pontins?
No. So I have been very lucky over the course of my career and non-career life. I've been to Europe. I've been to Asia.
I've not been to Asia.
I've been to Africa. I've been to the Middle East.
Whereabouts in Africa?
Namibia.
For work? You have got around. You're well travelled, aren't you?
And I've been to North America. I have never been to Australasia.
Oh, okay.
And I've never been to South America.
No pressure.
So I'd quite like to... Well, I've got 5 years. So I'd quite like to go to those two. And not particularly... now, if we have any listeners in Antarctica or the Arctic, no offence, not massively wild about there, but I'd quite like to go to the other places.
Do you think travelling really does broaden your horizons, like they say?
My horizons have never been so broad.
Does it really make you a better person?
I think it just sort of makes you realise that there's a life beyond your immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
And that actually, yeah. There's a lovely bit in Mary Poppins the Musical
Oh, God. It didn't take him long.
where they go up onto the rooftops. It might be in the film as well, actually. And Mary says to Michael, when they're sitting looking over London, what does this tell you? And he says that actually all our problems are really quite small when looked at so far away. And I think that's a really nice thing
Yeah, I'm not
to
being
keep
funny,
in
but
mind.
would a 10-year-old child really say that in IRL? Possibly not.
Okay, but it's scripted.
Yeah, I know, but a 10-year-old in real life would be like, what does it make you think? They'd probably go, I'm hungry. Can I have my iPad?
Well,
Yeah.
this was Edwardian England. It was a different time.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd like to go. I'd do more travelling.
Okay.
Well, particularly to those continents I haven't been to yet. And I'd like to write. I'd like to write a fiction book.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
A novel
a novel.
by William J. Hanson.
Who's he?
What's your middle name?
R.H. Richard Henry.
Richard Henry, of course it is, yeah.
Sorry, should we do that again? We used to do a joke on our tour. Say that again.
What's your middle name?
Dinah Margaret. Do you remember that?
I don't know why that's even funny.
That was
Okay.
last done on the stage of the Moth Club in Hackney.
Was it
Yeah,
actually?
yeah.
Oh, well, look, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. There's enough time to tell the story of probably one of my worst Jordanisms.
We promised it on Friday. I think you have to do it. Do you want me to set the scene and you do it?
Okay,
So we had some lovely people visiting.
yes.
They were gorgeous, all lovely. And at the end, we were signing some books
Yes.
just to give them away. And Jordan was half listening because you were signing books. So and I was having a chat. And this particular person was telling us, well, you take over.
They were explaining that it was lovely. And don't laugh, Issy. And to be fair, they were such a good sport. And I'm hoping that they'd hear this.
They made the joke first.
Yeah, they made the joke first. And I'm hoping they'll hear this and will laugh along with us, because I was absolutely mortified. They explained that they were recently, they were diagnosed with cancer and they was going through radiotherapy.
And they'd successfully finished.
And they'd been listening to the podcast and it was helping them. And I was like, oh, that's lovely. And I didn't know that they'd finished. So
You just heard the words radiotherapy.
So I went, oh, how long have you got left? And they went, I'm not bloody dying. And I was don't.
And it
I
was...
was mortified. I went, no, I didn't mean it like, so if somebody says they're going through treatment for cancer, don't say how long have you got left.
No.
Don't. It's just generally not a good thing to say.
Or, and this is an everyday dilemma, don't sign copies of your own book whilst you're talking to someone about cancer.
Yeah.
Because that's probably where the fault lay.
And it's a wicked, horrible disease that
Awful.
We all hate, and we all know someone's affected by it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fact that somebody's been listening to us whilst going through that really hard treatment, and then gobshite here says something like that. How long have you got left? He went, I'm not dying. I went, no, I didn't. And then I started getting in a flap.
And of course, I couldn't laugh.
No, and you were trying not to laugh.
I was trying not to laugh.
But they were such a good sport. They were laughing.
They were laughing.
They were laughing.
And then what set us off? So we were then doing the nice photo that we've been publishing for the Summer of D, where we're just holding a bottle of Dubonnet each. And we were a bit tired. It was a long recording. And
we're not digging up roads.
We just switched. I was like, oh, maybe I'll hold your D, you'll hold mine. Ha, ha, ha. And we just switched bottles of Dubonnet. Of course, they are identical. So actually, there was no point doing that. And that just set us off laughing.
It
You
doesn't
had to be
even
there.
sound funny. You had to be there. But
And then,
we just...
there's a lovely video that we'll share.
It's just, we were loopy. They call it corpsing, I believe, don't they?
I think so.
Where you just can't stop laughing. But yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. You're right.
Yeah, am I a male Karen?
Aren't they called Davids?
Am I a David?
Uh,
A friend of mine recently, I said, you're such a Karen. And she was like, excuse me, you are a male Karen. I'm not a Karen,
so,
am I?
for those that don't know, define Karen.
Well, it's exactly, how would you define? And I feel sorry for anyone called Karen because they get bad reps. Some of the best people I know are called Karen.
Oh, who do you know called Karen?
2 people, and they're both a laugh.
Okay.
But
unless you get on the wrong side
and
of
I
them.
don't, if anything, you're a Karen because you like complaining and ask to see the manager, and you would complain.
I
at a meal.
don't.
I would just crack on and eat it. So if anything, you're a bit of a Karen.
How dare you?
But
well, I'm a David then.
Now it's got into my head a bit. Am I a Karen? Like, would I share a Facebook status of a dog that's gone missing in Thailand?
Oh, is that Karen behaviour?
That's it's that meme, isn't it? It's when your mum shares a post from a missing dog in Thailand, hoping it'd turn up.
Well, my parents do not do social media, so I'm very lucky.
Neither do mine, thank
No.
God.
Oh, although they do the Next Door app, which is for your local community.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
Sounds like a swingers app.
It's not a swingers app.
What's next door?
Next Door is just like it's for people in the local area. So if there's it's like sort of like very localized Facebook.
It's the most Tory thing I've ever heard in my life.
Excuse me, it's not a Tory thing.
It so is.
It is
I
not
am sorry, but that is the most...
Right, G&Divas, write in. Are you or parents on Nextdoor, and are you Tory?
And we don't do politics, and I don't care who you vote for or anything like that, but that's, oh my God, they're coming for us. Download the Nextdoor app. Sir Kit is in, come on. That's it. This country's going to go into rack and ruin. Yeah. Let's download the Nextdoor app.
They've had it for years.
The bloody left are in. We're going to get burgled every Friday. You just know it.
You are...
We don't do politics, though. That's probably our only rule, isn't it, that we've had for this podcast.
Well,
we never talk politics.
There are 1 or 2 others.
So, yeah, am I a Karen?
I think you're Karen adjacent.
Do I have Karen tendencies?
What's the letter before K in the alphabet? J. You're a John.
I'm a Jaren.
You're nearly Karen.
Okay.
But I think
my mate, basically, right, she texts me, she's in France, and I said, oh, are you there for the Olympics? And she said, no, I'm secret shopping for Eurostar. I was like, that is...
It's not a secret anymore.
The most Karen behaviour, actually being a secret shopper.
I would love to be a secret shopper.
Oh, you'd be a great secret shopper.
Yeah.
They've got too many followers to be a secret shopper now. You being sent into a Superdrug for some lube, it'd be brilliant. It'd be fantastic. And how was your service? You'd be such a good... You'd be the queen of secret shoppers.
Thank you so much.
Really would.
Before we just go on to my etymology, can you just show me your ankles for a minute, please?
Right, I've got other bits I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. No,
it's fine. What's my ankles?
Show me your ankles.
What?
Oh, my God.
Am millennial?
Millennial ankles.
Oh, my God.
So, a now recurring character on this podcast, Izzy, nickname pending.
Gen Z Izzy.
Gen Zizzy. Gen Zizzy.
Let's call her that.
What did they suggest? Vizzy Izzy.
Vizzy Izzy, yes.
Vizzy Izzy.
Right, let's go with that. Or Gen Z or Vizzy Izzy.
It came for you earlier on in the week when she went, oh, I don't know if you were here actually. She went, oh, John's always got his ankles. That's disgusting.
You're such a Gen Zer. I'm not wearing bloody long socks in this weather. And this, do you know another thing now?
What?
Right, and I'm going to sound so old. So Gen Z now don't wear high heels. I bet you don't go out on a night out with high heels on, do you?
I don't even own a pair.
You don't own a pair of high heels?
She doesn't own a pair.
Right, okay. We need to do
what size shoe are you?
We need to do a...
7? Oh, nearly.
We need to do a spin-off podcast. Size 7? The hell is it? Working on building site next to them trotters.
No, because she's clearly got a complex. Don't say anything.
No. I love it. So
whilst we were waiting for you, we were planning Gen Z and Me, which is going to be a new podcast.
I think we should. I'm going to write this down. We need to do a Gen Z podcast with Izzy.
A podcast even cool with Gen Z.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But so high heels aren't in. So apparently a lot of Gen Zers like Izzy don't wear high heels on that. And I was like, back in my day, and I actually said
they wouldn't be able to walk.
You couldn't get on a night out on a Friday or Saturday. And there used to be, you remember the Carlin advert? You couldn't get into, believe this, Izzy, right? It's going to blow your mind. On a Friday, Saturday, in any town centre, you couldn't get in any clubs or bars with trainers on. You had to wear shoes. You had to go out in shoes.
Well, I think that's very sensible.
No, and there was a Carlin advert. They were all going and he goes, sorry, look, not tonight, lads. One of them had trainers on. And there'd always be that mate, you'd go away for a weekend to Leeds and they'd forget to bring shoes. And he'd he's not on the in-betweeners as well. He'd get turned away and you'd say, oh, just look shit in there anyway.
I can remember once we got turned away from the Savoy because my father wasn't wearing a tie.
Did you actually?
This was when I was about 6.
I bet he was livid, wasn't he?
Do you know who I am? No, he was fine. He was just like, well, I can't quite remember what.
Did he go out and get a tie?
No, because we were only going in, I think, because one of us, James or me, needed the loo. So we were like, we'll have a coffee break. And we were by the Savoy.
Of course you were.
But I think you can go into the Savoy now wearing whatever. Certainly the last time I was in there, you can. So it's not that much of a problem.
Where are you with signet rings? Are they
cool? Oh, you've got one!
Right, no. So let me explain. This is what I want to explain.
Show me a ring.
So it's, right, this is, because I've been quoted.
Now, it's to describe it, it's gold, it's on his little finger on his right hand. And the sort of the flat bit is currently blank.
Well, if you'd let me explain. So I've ordered a signet ring. I've got a quote for one. And they're not, it's quite a bit of money for a ring. Not loads, but you know. And I was advised to maybe order just one off ASOS.
All right, just see if you like a ring on your finger.
At the time of recording, I've had it 2 days. I've nearly lost it 4 times. I'm not even joking. It come off, because it's a bit big, it come off when I was getting changed in the gym and it was at the bottom of my bag.
You need to have it resized.
I was sorting my gutters out. It's only from ASOS.
You were sorting your gutters out?
Yeah, and
is that a euphemism?
So I had to get a screwdriver to fish it out. Where did I lose it? I keep taking it off and losing it. It's a bit loose, but yeah. It's just one from ASOS.
Well, I think you should at least see if you can keep it for at least a month.
Yeah, because I bought one, funnily enough, in Stitches. I bought one at the market. My finger slipped into a ring in Stitches.
We've all been there.
And I lost it after one. I paid €20 for it. I lost it after one night. I don't know what. Anyway.
Okay. So. To be fair, since I've lost a bit of weight, I'm going to go and have to get my ring resized.
Really?
Because look at that. Look at that, Jordan.
Oh my God. Look at that gap in there.
Look at that big ring.
You get another finger in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just showing him my platinum wedding band. Just for those listening on audio.
You could DP that ring.
Jordan.
And right now,
Always one to lower the tone. Now I'm the old responsible
premise
one.
of the podcast. As long as the Gen Zers laugh and don't find it offensive, we're doing all right. Okay.
Can we just see your socks, Izzy? Okay, the ankles are covered. I wanted that to be a reveal that actually you did have your ankles on display. Adam's ankles are covered. He's in boots.
Also, do you know Gen Z has a couple of other things? It's not the laughing emoji.
Oh, what is it? Is it the skull?
It's the skull.
Dead.
Also,
I'm
hear
dead.
this. This is going to drive you crackers. A lot of them take the capital setting off their phone. So when you start, when you write,
good advice.
when you text, not capital as in the thing, capital letters. So when you text, because it's apparently not cool to type in capitals or use the capital letter at the start of a sentence.
Is that correct?
Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I think it's gone the other way now. We started capitalising because it's like very millennial.
Because we've now discovered this as millennials. Okay.
Millennials. I think we should just all do a national Hunger Games. Millennials against GZ, and we just kick them into shape.
Oh.
Sounds a bit deep.
Well, they could kick us into
They'd
shape.
absolutely batter us, wouldn't they?
They would.
Yeah. We won't know how to survive. They'll probably find a TikTok video on best survival.
Yeah, they'll Charlie XCX dance us to death, won't they?
Oh, they'll go viral. But, oh, babes, this is so good for opportunity for us. Anyway.
Bless them.
We love you, Gen Zers.
We love you, each and every one of you.
Baby boomers, not so much. Anyway, I'm joking.
I love the fact he called them baby boomers, not boomers as well.
Is that what they're called?
Well, yeah, but I think most people just go boomer.
Oh.
And then the one underneath, the kids at school now are alpha.
Are they?
Because you've gone to Z, so you've got to go back to A.
Because we're in the middle. We had the technological revolution.
Yes.
But yeah.
Alpha.
Bet you know, never on MSN when you got home from school and your mum asked you to come off so she could ring your auntie. Look at her face.
She doesn't have a clue what we're talking about.
Other
Language.
Anyway, right, okay.
Any more for any more?
No, let's do the etymology of the week. We sound really old.
Okay, well, so for my etymology this week, I thought I'd look into the origins of Saved by the Bell.
I told you about it.
Well, we'll see if you were correct
Oh, bollocks.
after these messages.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etymology of the week.
Welcome back, G&Divas. For my birthday What are you doing?
My ring will fall off.
Well, could you just save that until later?
You're such... Talk about passive aggressiveness.
Well, I just wanted to check. Now, Jordan, you said...
I said it on TikTok.
Only a week after you had berated me because I got club sandwich wrong because of something I saw on
Someone's
TikTok.
message you saying I was wrong, haven't they?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's a popular phrase that said when someone is saved at the last moment, supposedly. But what is its origins? Well, before the birth of modern medicine and the widespread embalming of bodies, the fear of being buried alive was real. To be fair, one of my greatest fears.
Oh, everybody's.
The scene in, you remember, have you watched Diamonds Are Forever? Where Bond is... He's going to be cremated
Roger
alive.
Moore.
No, Sean Connery.
It was Sean Connery, you're right, yeah.
That, again.
I was in a hotel next to him once.
What?
What was the canary?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
Anyway, so-called safety coffins were developed.
Look at that, a jolly joke of the week and an etiquette.
Well, we've got a joke of the week. So-called safety coffins were developed, and many were patented in the 19th century. Many of these had a bell which could be rung should you be in the unfortunate position of being buried alive.
Yeah.
This is where the expression "saved by the bell" comes from, according to Jordan and social media-based experts.
Yes.
However,
here we go.
plot twist, there is no evidence that anyone was ever saved by the bell in this context, and the odd safety coffin that actually left the drawing board were for demonstration, and no one knows if they were actually made or used. Saved by the bell is actually a term that originated with boxing in the 19th century. It refers to a boxer who is losing but given respite by the bell ringing, signalling the end of a round, allowing them to rest and recover for a moment. Thus, they were saved by the bell from being knocked out at an earlier
So
stage.
it comes from boxing?
Yes.
Ah, shag. When I wake up in the morning, I'm a bunny on the morning. I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
Which is
By
the
the
Saved
time
by
I
the
get my
Bell.
books and give myself a look, I'm just a corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's all right, because I'm saved by the bell. All right, okay.
So there we go. But
Cheers
to be
for-
fair, since you did that Saved by the Bell fake etymology, that video that clearly you watched has been served to me.
Oh, okay.
So, and they do lots of others in the
That
same
is
video,
the
don't they?
epitome of pissing on someone's chips right there.
So you pissed on my chips with club sandwich.
Sounds like a night of stitches.
And if we're not kink shaming.
We're not kink shaming.
No.
We're not. Each to their own. I draw the line at freezing shit, though, in condoms and putting it in. But anyway, we're not.
No.
Should we go to listeners' problems and dilemmas?
Yes, but before we do that,
Summer advice is not over. What is it?
summer is over.
Summer is over, but our advice is not. There's never been a better time to get in touch with the show if you need our advice. Yeah, let's do a little reset for the autumn. So,
Yes.
whether you don't know how to deal with the latest office gossip, you've been on a first date that will almost definitely be your last, or you've had a falling out with your friends, your family, and your felines, we want your questions and dilemmas. Yeah, let's have a big push for some more questions and dilemmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, we hooked up, as it were, with the girls' bathroom a few weeks ago, and they were saying, and we did it on the episode, sometimes their listeners send in pictures that, to give additional context. I loved that idea. I'd like to borrow that idea.
But we get dilemmas about mum's
I don't need
sex toys and stuff. I don't think you want to see that, do you?
What? Not in use.
It's a bit like embarrassing bodies, isn't it? You never wanted to see it, but you'd always look between two.
You'd always look between six fingers.
So embarrassed. I just don't want to see it. Or you go to a frigging truck in middle of Leeds Centre, though, and go on telly.
That was a funny old show, wasn't it?
Great,
Yeah.
right? That was great.
Anyway, yes. So if you feel that there is a picture that would add context or would enable Jordan and me to give even more rubbish advice, then feel free to send that in. Or you can just send in a text-based problem as well. help@sexwithmyboss.com is the place. Help, I can't speak today.
You're going round houses here. help@sexwithmyboss.com is the place to send them. Or you can reach us on social. What type of dilemmas do you want to see giving advice on?
I want things like, I've got people over for dinner. Should I go tablecloth or exposed wood?
beg your pardon.
Or, exposed wood table with the table mat. That's the sort of dilemma I want. When we started this podcast, in my head, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
I didn't see watermelons, chickens.
Oh,
that we had.
watermelons is PG compared to some of the stuff we've had.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's see what today's problems and dilemmas are. Remember, we are reading them for the first time, just like you. We're hearing them for the first time.
this one is from James. No intro. It just says, what should you do if you have a close relative who is somewhat down market when compared to you? A daisy to your hyacinth, so to speak. For instance, what if you have a brother who went through a phase of wearing white belts or who enjoys going to football matches and the darts? Is this...
That sounds like...
Because my brother James
Well, white belts.
wore a white belt.
Well, I go to the football and watch darts.
Well, so James has done that as well.
Oh, this one
Has
is from
James sent
James.
this in?
No, because he's...
Well, that would explain why he hasn't put Dear William or Jordan.
You're closer.
Well, you basically just pretend not to know them.
Well, no, you're going to get this in every family. You're going to get this in every single family. There'll always be someone who's, because they've got a conservatory, they think they're a bit more upmarket, and then it's pretty normal. You've just got to treat each other with respect and respect each other's values. Okay?
Yes, you do.
So they might have a settee on Front Street that's been needed to be shifted for 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. You might have a settee in your East Wing, but you just...
Stop talking about yourself again.
I'm absolutely not. I'm not. But yeah, that's my advice.
The East Wing is the billiards room.
Blood is thicker than water.
Yes, James. I remember James came home wearing a white belt.
Yeah, they were very in.
Yeah, well, were they?
Should we go on to the next one?
Yes. This one is from Frederick. Dear William and Jordan, I have a friend who insists on taking me to the same restaurant every time we go out for dinner.
Oh, that's me, that.
Oh, is it?
You know,
because...
Once I get in, I just know, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's like... Okay, well, we'll continue, because Frederick, I have advice. While I appreciate their generosity and the restaurant is lovely, I'm starting to get a bit bored of it and would love to try new places and cuisines. I don't want to hurt their feelings or seem ungrateful, but I'm craving a bit of variety. It's the same environment with the same types of people each time.
Great question.
And the menu does get rather boring after a while, even if the food is good. How can I suggest trying new restaurants without offending my friend or putting them off taking me out for dinner? They don't sign off.
I think it's a very simple one, this one. It's
Yes.
should we fancy somewhere new?
Or they could suggest it and book somewhere.
Say, hey, do you know what? And I bet you it's as simple as that, and they won't be offended if it's, should we try somewhere new? Or I've seen somewhere open that's really good, and that'll be it. But
times we said that.
I'm also that friend.
Because, can you remember, I think Obama said this, you like Obama, you're going to invite him to your dinner party, that...
He's coming to a barbecue this weekend.
Is he?
Yeah, Michelle can't make it, she's got the kids. Even though they're now adults, anyway.
Yeah. But he would always wear basically the same suit because it was one less decision he had to make each day.
Really?
And he'd be like, I'm president of the United States. I don't need to worry about what I'm wearing. He did once wear a sand-coloured suit and Twitter exploded years ago. He looked very good in it, but it was like, oh my God, he's in a completely different coloured suit.
Steve Jobs did that as well.
Yes. So sometimes, and I like food, but I'm not I just need it to be nice. I don't need it to be fancy. I don't need it to be special. I'm not a trendy foodie. So sometimes I am victim to this in that I will just go, we'll just go there because it just removes a decision.
Yeah.
And no one else wants to make a decision.
Yeah. So it's good to mix it up. But if I like one restaurant, I want to go for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Yes, because we like familiarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a simple suggestion, Frederick. Just be like, should we try somewhere new? Or suggest a place.
But that's it. If your friend is paying, it's not your decision.
Yeah.
But if you are paying, then it is your decision. So if you're flip-flopping, as it were, and it's, you're paying, then book the place. And actually, I like it when friends say to me, we're going for dinner on Tuesday. I've booked Le Cigar Volant. We're going there, for example. It's a restaurant in Frasier.
Oh, 6 p.m. is my new dinner time.
I know.
Tea
yes.
time.
You'll eat out any time.
Oh, I can't. If it gets to 8, after 8, I'm like...
Yeah. You phoned me when you were coming back from dinner.
Yeah.
I know. Phone rang at 8.
Because you're doing me head in. I love you to bits, I do. But you were messaging me those. I just thought I went back on a taxi.
Excuse me, my last message was, oh, sorry, I realised you're out for dinner. I'll stop. So I did realise. Bitch.
Bitch, please. Next one.
Okay, and now a letter from someone who wishes to remain anonymous. What a change. Dear William Jordan and lovely EPB. I've got a question that...
We'll produce this, so you don't have to mention it today. They've all pissed off and left us.
I've got a question that I've been meaning to ask you for many years, but I haven't yet found the right words until now. My son's best friend has been doing a somewhat offensive impression of me and my husband for nearly 6 years, and it's finally taking its toll. Despite the fact that whenever he's invited to my home, I treat him like the royalty he obviously thinks he is, he still thinks it's appropriate to insinuate I can't make it past midday without some form of sparkling wine.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not to mention the fact he's also set my husband in his sights. He can apparently barely get through a sentence without effing and jeffing
Oh my God, don't. I've gone cold.
his way to the local pret-a-manger.
Oh my God, don't.
Anyway,
Have they been listening? You promised me they didn't listen.
this all wouldn't be so bad if my son, second favourite by the way, would stick up for me and tell his best friend what's what. I so want to be proud of his rise to becoming the #1 expert in his field in real life and on social media, but this impression just completely clouds my judgment on the matter. I hope you can help me with the best next steps for me. I'm at my wit's end with hearing this awful caricature. And I suspect that might be from someone called Sarah.
Oh my!
I don't wish to keep you anonymous, but
We knew this day was coming. I think William's mum's written in.
Can I say?
Don't, because they're the most loveliest people. We've said many a times my impressions are nothing like them. Oh no, I can't believe she's
To be fair,
heard
your
it.
impressions, other than Rylan, are absolutely nothing like anybody.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say, being a lover of murder mysteries, I mean, I've managed to crack the code. This one is from James. Bear in mind, it's my birthday. This one is from Frederick. Freddie, the little bitch. And my
Oh shit! These are all from. Oh my God! These are all from people we know.
Yes.
What? Fred! It's Freddie!
Yes.
He's such a bitch! And is that why you said you were paying? Because you always pay for him? Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, he's more faces in the town. We've cracked the... I'm like...
We?
I'm like your little thick sidekick. I'm Watson. Oh! Yes!
You're my Captain Hastings. Yes.
Oh, no. Shit. So is that really come from Sarah?
I don't know. I will send a text.
Right.
To be fair, it wasn't full of any typos and it was written sober, so probably not.
Again, they are genuinely your parents. They've made me feel nothing but welcome since I went there. Do you remember when I went there and nearly finished a bottle of gin?
I'm not surprised there was any left.
Yeah, I know, but they were so...
To be fair, if that is from my mother, when she was saying in this letter, that my son, second favourite, why is he not sticking up for me? I think at first, when the impression started, I did. But just like with anything that Jordan does, eventually you just sort of have to give in and accept it.
Sarah, Brian, and everybody else who I do impressions of, I just want to say it's loosely based. And I've got to say, when I first started the impression, I'd not met your parents then. Correct. So I had it in my head what they were like. They are genuinely two loveliest people you'll ever meet.
They are lovely.
They are so sweet.
I'm very lucky to have them
as
parents.
And I promise from here on in, I will never do the impression of Brian and Sarah again.
Well, we all know that's not true.
That is true.
Really?
That is true. I promise.
I give it a month.
I'm not going to do it. That's if they're offended by it. My aim in life is not to offend anyone.
Did you ever as a child, did you ever get told off by a friend's parent?
Oh, yeah. Did I?
What did you do?
Yeah.
Oh, can we go into this or not?
No, I was always getting told off. Yeah.
Okay. My friend Ash and I got told off by his parents because in Ash's old house, it's sort of at the back of the house.
I bet you had play dates, didn't you?
Yeah. There was some... There was some
used to knock on people.
Well, there was some wood, and we would... And there was like a private driveway up to another house that the fence bordered. So we would stand behind the fence and criticise what the person was wearing. and shout through the fence, "We don't like your top." We were 8. And we thought it was hilarious. And until...
That is up there with Theresa May running through a farmer's field.
Until the owner eventually had enough and came and knocked on Ash's parents' door and said, I think your children are standing behind the fence shouting. I think he said the word obscenities. We were 8.
Obscenities.
And then we got told off.
Gillian McCleary caught me doing the lighter and thingy.
Julian Clary caught you doing the
lighter? No, Gillian, my mum's mate, she lived next door, but one I was mate with Reese, and I had the lighter and I'm stupid in the aerosol can of Lynx. I was doing the flamethrower. That's
Lynx Africa.
Yeah,
of course
you know
it was.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, shh.
Oh.
She walked in a garden. She went berserk, and rightly so.
Berserk. I haven't heard that word for ages.
She went berserk. What?
It's a lovely word, berserk.
What?
It's such a highbrow word.
Ballistic.
Yeah.
Berserk. Right,
I
okay.
thought not old Jordan would have gone, she lost her shit. But now, Southern Jordan, berserk. We had a contretemps.
We had a fracas.
Yeah.
I'm not Southern Jordan. What is this? What is... As he waxed his signet ring on the table. You're such a knob. I'm not Southern Jordan. I'm not.
No.
Berserk. What's we'll have a fracas in a minute.
Fracard?
What is it?
Fracas.
A fracas.
Fracas.
Oh, fuck off.
Anyway, a dilemma all the way from New Zealand now. I don't know anyone in New Zealand, so I don't know if this is from anyone I know.
What's New Zealand is for hello? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dear William Jordan, EPB et al. I have a tale and a question. A few years ago, while I was away for the weekend, my flatmate had some friends over. Despite being told my room was off limits, one of them slept in my bed. This is, can I just say, definitely not about me. When I got home, I found paper towels left behind. My flatmate explained he's getting over a cold.
Yeah, all right.
I replied, it's heavier than that. He's had some fun by himself. My flatmate was mortified and stopped taking it to that friend for a couple of months.
Stop talking.
My flatmate was mortified and stopped talking to that friend for a couple of months. Now, whenever we're all together, it gets brought up and the culprit is embarrassed again, but I usually get a drink or two out of it. I joke about whether he needs anything from my room for his next indoor gardening session. Indoor gardening, what a euphemism. So what's the etiquette when a house guest leaves such evidence behind? Thank you so much for being there. I wish I could have come to the recent tour, but New Zealand is a bit far away. And they've put in Maori, potentially, Nagamihai, which means thank you, Zach Raphael.
I mean, if you're going to stay in someone's bed and they've specifically asked you not to stay in the bed, you probably shouldn't have wanking it.
No.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan, when you've stayed with other people, you know, friends have put you up, you know, because you were sofa surfing for a while, weren't you? Have you ever done any indoor gardening?
Indoor gardening? Not that I can recall.
No.
It's probably one of the first things you do when you check into a hotel room, though, isn't it? It is.
Well, it's not what I do. I have a bath normally.
Yeah, you would. Put the telly on and think, I've got 10 minutes before I go down.
So on tour, when we arrive at a hotel,
We're not talking about this.
It's not nice, is it, George?
Touche.
Adam, well done.
From Adam there.
Wow.
What? I'm not talking. I don't want to talk. A private life's a happy life.
Well, everyone's got needs.
Do you really run a bath?
If there is one.
Oh, I bet you plan a big old wank, don't you? I bet you do. But you think, I'm going to get in over. I ain't good tug when I get in that. That's what you probably say to yourself, innit?
I'm very happily married, thank you.
Yeah, you still, you have to clean the pipes every now and then, don't you? Bunged up. Like space hoppers, isn't it? It's only natural, William. Don't be ashamed.
Jordan, it's my birthday. You're ruining it.
Sorry.
Don't ruin things with your lower middle class.
Can I have a big birthday wank? Oh, go on, because it's your birthday. I'll give you one. Go on, get behind that curtain.
Well, we'll quick wrap up then.
I'm joking. I'm not giving you a birthday wank.
Excuse me. I've just rimmed your crochet doll.
It was a crochet doll. I'm not giving you.
You bent over very quickly.
Oh, you know what you will get tonight, though? Oh, yes, he's not denying it.
Well, I hope I get more than that. But anyway.
Tonight, you'll be like, you'll have your cake and go, birthday blossom. You might be too
You can have
full
your
up,
cake and eat it.
so you can save your birthday blossom for the next day.
Carry on.
Is that it? No, I don't want to wrap up on the thought of you having a birthday.
Why don't we end with you singing me happy birthday?
Oh, okay, of course. Okay.
And we'll see everyone on Friday.
Mm-hmm. We wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a... Oh, sorry, off this country.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm like a coiled spring.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I really have no time to do it.
No.
I'm singing you happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, dear William. Happy birthday to you.
Tears to my ears.
Do you want me to do it like Marilyn Manson in the cake?
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, not Marilyn. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you.
Oh, no, this is making me feel very odd.
Happy birthday to you.
Now he's holding my hand.
Happy birthday,
Oh, jeez.
Mr. President.
This is workplace bullying. Ow.
Happy birthday
Jordan, put your clothes back on.
to you. It's weird, no?
See you on Friday in the Tribunal.